Now, if you've entered a triathlon, chances are you're going to be doing a swim in open water. And during that swim, you're going to have to turn around a buoy that's part of that race course. So in today's video, we're going to show you how to do that efficiently and hopefully save some time on your swim.
I think the first thing to talk about in terms of approaching a turn is your actual preparation for the turn. So if you swim straight at a buoy, you actually make the angle of the turn much tighter. Whereas if you swim just to the side of the buoy that you're turning from, you can actually reduce the angle that you're turning. You also need to sight on other swimmers, so be aware of where swimmers are around you. And I certainly try and encourage swimmers to accelerate into the turn, twofold, to potentially position yourself in front of other swimmers. And then secondly, if you're in a pack and you lose momentum into the turn, that's when you're most likely to get swum over. So typically in open water swimming, we have three types of turns or techniques to use on the turn. The first technique is very simple. You basically are going to swim around the buoy. That's a technique I would use if I was swimming a fairly shallow turn. So it's really what I call cutting, where you swim towards the buoy, and if I was turning right to left, I would just lean into the left arm a little bit, and then you just change the angle of the turn. So you maintain all the momentum of your swimming into the turn and just cut that shallow angle. The second technique that we use is what we call a sweep turn. So while you're swimming, to cut an angle again, if I was turning right to left, my right arm would go in side on and I would sweep wide whilst my left arm keeps swimming. If you drop the arm, so if you leave the left arm out and stop swimming, again you lose a lot of momentum through the turn. So basically the hand goes in, it sweeps wide and long through the stroke, whilst the other arm is still swimming, and that would cut me from right to left. I would use that turn again where you've got a fairly shallow turn angle, or if there are swimmers around you, you can actually physically move people out of your way through the turn using that technique. The third technique is what we call a roll turn or a corkscrew turn. Some swimmers call it a backstroke. I tend not to use that term because people do actually roll all the way over onto their back and then come out without actually changing the angle. And what we actually want to do is change the angle. So slow down. Again, the principle of the inside arm keeps swimming. The outside arm splits wide, but instead of sweeping, the outside arm comes across, and that allows you to get into a 90-degree turn. It's a technique we use when it's a tight angle, and if you had a full turn around the buoy, what you would do is turn twice or roll twice. So you swim through, you'd split your arms and roll, which gives you one turn, and then you'd split your arms again to come out on the other side.
Thank you, Richard. That's some excellent advice. But I'm just thinking about those of you that are really wanting to get those marginal gains in the swim and you're up there kind of racing with the pack. So what can those people do to turn on the buoy efficiently and kind of, deal with being in a big group of swimmers?
I think the most important thing, whether you're a novice or you're at the elite, is be confident into the turn. Try and accelerate and take momentum into the turn. If you slow down or stop swimming, that's when you're going to get hurt and you're going to get swum over. If you slow down, your legs typically drop. If you start doing breaststroke, you're going to have swimmers who are going to be climbing over the top of you. So try and accelerate your swim speed into the turn. If you kick a little bit harder, swim with slightly wider elbows, that will give you some protection. I think the second thing is think about your angle of approach. So if I can borrow you for a moment to use you as a buoy, if I swim straight towards the buoy, I have a much tighter angle. This would create a right angle. As about sort of 2 or 3 meters out, if I come about half a meter away from the buoy, I make the angle of the turn shallower, and I can also close in on the buoy, which keeps me protected, and it also stops swimmers taking that inside line from you. And then again, try and sight as soon as you come out of the turn and accelerate, take momentum out of the turn, and that will give you those marginal gains. And as I say, just being confident. It doesn't matter whether you're a novice or you're elite, just be confident in the turn. If you're swimming hard, you're going to be protected. If you stop or slow down, that's when you're going to get into difficulty. If you get your goggles knocked, just adjust them when you're out of the turn because the melee will start to calm down then.
Thank you so much for watching, and if you've enjoyed our video today, then please like, share and leave any comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to make sure you don't miss any more videos from 220 Triathlon. And for the latest training advice, gear reviews and more general triathlon content, please head to 220triathlon.com. Thank you, we'll see you soon.